She didn't come from a Hollywood agency. She had no record deal, no publicist, no manager pulling strings behind the scenes. She was just a girl from Washington, D.C., born on December 26, 2002, who picked up her phone, pressed record, and changed her life. Today, Jada Adriana Olivarez is one of the most recognizable names in the body positivity and social media influencer space. Her content has generated millions of views, driven massive brand deal opportunities, and made her a legitimate force in the creator economy, a billion-dollar industry that has completely redefined what it means to be famous in the digital age. But this is not just a success story. Behind the viral clips, the sponsorships, and the follower counts, there's a real human being who has faced criticism, objectification, and the mental health pressures of living life in public. So, what really happened to Jada Adriana Olivarez? Let's get into it. Early life and background. Jada Adriana Olivarez was born and raised in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, on December 26, 2002. She grew up with a Mexican-American heritage, which gave her a cultural identity that was rich, layered, and deeply personal. That identity would become central to how she carried herself online, unapologetically and without compromise. Now, not much has been publicly documented about her childhood. She didn't grow up on a reality TV show. She wasn't the kid of a celebrity. By all accounts, she had a relatively private upbringing, which, honestly, makes what she built even more remarkable. But here's what we do know. Growing up as a young woman in the social media era is not easy. Research from mental health and wellness organizations consistently shows that teenage girls who are heavily exposed to social media face increased rates of anxiety, body image issues, and low self-esteem, largely due to unrealistic beauty standards promoted by influencer culture and digital advertising. For many girls, that pressure becomes paralyzing. For Jada, it became fuel. Entering the creator economy. Around 2020 and 2021, right in the middle of a global pandemic, Jada began posting content on TikTok. Now, if you know anything about content monetization strategy, you know that timing is everything. During COVID-19, TikTok's user base exploded. Brands were desperate to reach audiences who were stuck at home, glued to their phones. The platform's algorithm was fresh, aggressive, and incredibly favorable to new creators. Jada entered at exactly the right moment. Her early content was simple: lip syncs, dancing, casual lifestyle clips. But what immediately separated her from the thousands of other creators posting similar content was something intangible, a raw, unfiltered confidence that the camera couldn't ignore. She wasn't performing a character. She wasn't chasing a trend. She was just herself, and in a space flooded with filters, Facetune, and highlight reels, authenticity became her greatest competitive advantage. The algorithm rewarded her for it almost immediately. The viral breakthrough. One video became 2 became 10 became 100. And somewhere along the way, Jada crossed that invisible threshold that every content creator chases. She went viral. Her follower count began climbing at a rate that most creators never see. Her engagement rates, one of the most important metrics in influencer marketing, were through the roof. For context, the average engagement rate for TikTok creators in the 100K, 500K follower range hovers around 5-9%. Top-performing creators with strong niche audiences can hit 15-20%. Jada was hitting numbers that put her in a premium tier, the kind of numbers that make brand managers pick up the phone. And what drove all of it? Body positivity, representation, unapologetic self-expression. In an industry where plus-size and curvy creators are still massively underrepresented, despite the fact that the average American woman wears a size 16-18, Jada filled a gap that brands with big marketing budgets were desperate to address. She became, in the language of digital marketing, a high-value micro-to-macro influencer. Someone with real audience trust, real engagement, and real purchasing power influence. Brand building and monetization. Once the followers came, Jada made the smart move that separates long-term success stories from one viral video wonders. she diversified. She expanded her content into fashion, modeling, and lifestyle verticals with some of the highest CPM rates in the creator economy. Fashion and beauty content on YouTube can command CPM rates anywhere from $10 to $35 per thousand views, depending on audience demographics and engagement quality. Compare that to general entertainment content, which often sits between $2 and $6 CPM, and you start to understand why niche matters. Jada's audience skews toward young women interested in body positivity, fashion, self-confidence, and personal growth. That is an advertiser's dream demographic: high purchasing intent, high brand loyalty, high engagement. She began landing brand collaborations, a major milestone for any creator. Brand deals in the fashion, beauty, and wellness space can range from a few $100s for micro-influencers to tens of thousands per post for creators with Jada's level of reach and engagement. For creators who build long-term ambassador relationships with brands, that number climbs even higher. She also expanded across platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and beyond, building what digital marketing professionals call an omnichannel presence. Multiple income streams, multiple touchpoints, multiple audiences. This is what separates a hobbyist from a full-time creator. And Jada was building a business. The body positivity movement. Let's talk about something bigger here, because Jada's story doesn't exist in a vacuum. It exists inside one of the most significant cultural shifts of the past decade: the body positivity movement. Body positivity, the radical idea that all bodies deserve respect, representation, and dignity, regardless of size, shape, or appearance, has grown from a niche activist conversation into a mainstream cultural force worth hundreds of millions of dollars in brand investment and media coverage. The fashion industry alone has seen massive commercial pressure to expand plus-size offerings. Major retailers have reported that inclusive sizing lines consistently outperform expectations. Beauty brands that lean into diverse representation report higher customer loyalty scores and stronger long-term revenue growth. In other words, diversity and inclusion in media isn't just the right thing to do. For brands tracking ROI, it's also profitable. And creators like Jada Adriana Olivarez sit right at the center of that intersection, between culture, commerce, and self-expression. She's not just making content. She's helping reshape what visibility looks like for an entire generation of young women who never saw themselves reflected in traditional media. That is powerful. That has real-world impact. And frankly, that's a story worth telling. The dark side of internet fame. But we'd be doing Jada, and this channel, a disservice if we didn't talk about the other side of this coin. Internet fame, especially for young women of color in the body positivity space, comes with a shadow that is heavy, constant, and often brutal. Objectification. That's the word that comes up again and again. Online spaces, particularly the comment sections and DMs of popular female creators, are rife with harassment, unsolicited commentary on women's bodies, and content that strips creators of their humanity and reduces them to their appearance. Research on the psychological impact of social media harassment on content creators, particularly women, consistently links high levels of online exposure to elevated rates of anxiety, depression, and burnout. Studies have found that the majority of female content creators have experienced significant online harassment, and many reported seriously considering leaving social media entirely because of it. And the pressure doesn't stop at harassment. There's also the relentless algorithm, a machine that rewards consistency but punishes inconsistency. The moment a creator slows down, engagement drops, brand deals dry up, and the audience moves on. It's a business model that demands an almost inhuman level of output. Jada has navigated all of this and continued to show up. That's not nothing. For anyone who's ever written a nasty comment about a creator and not thought twice about it, this is your reminder that there's a real person on the other side of that screen. Where she stands today. So, where is Jada Adriana Olivarez today? She is an established social media personality with a significant and loyal following across multiple platforms. She is a recognized figure in the plus-size and curvy modeling space. She is a working creator who has turned authenticity into a viable, monetizable career in one of the most competitive industries on Earth. And perhaps most importantly, she is still here, still posting, still refusing to shrink herself for an audience that rewards conformity. In an industry where the average influencer career peaks within 3 to 5 years and then rapidly declines, longevity requires evolution. The creators who sustain success are the ones who grow, who develop their voice, deepen their audience relationship, and build something that outlasts any single viral moment. Jada's trajectory suggests she understands that, and it will be worth watching where she goes next. The bigger picture. Here's what Jada's story really tells us, beyond the follower counts and the brand deals and the viral clips. It tells us that the gatekeepers are gone. You no longer need a studio contract, a network deal, or a talent agent to build a career in media. A phone, an internet connection, and something genuine to say, that's the new entry requirement. It tells us that representation is not just a social justice talking point. It is a market demand. Audiences are actively seeking out creators who look like them, speak like them, and live lives that feel real, not curated fantasies built by a PR machine. And it tells us that confidence, real, earned, unperformable confidence, is still the rarest and most powerful currency on the internet. Jada Adriana Olivarez walked onto a platform full of noise, decided she was worth listening to, and made the world agree with her. That's a story worth knowing. That's everything we've got on Jada Adriana Olivarez. If you made it this far, thank you. Genuinely. This channel exists because people like you take the time to watch, engage, and share. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. It costs you nothing, and it means the world to this channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you're the first to know when we drop the next one. We'll see you in the next video.